Wonder Girls, and welcome to week 3. So for our videos, remember we have to take out our confidence code book for girls. So I want you guys to go ahead and go to page 132. We will be going over chapter 6 this week. So as you can see, it looks like this. So you might think, what is chapter 6 about? So have you ever had a friend that is not very nice, or a friend that's very nice and you really like that friend, right? So you know when you have that feeling that you're with a good friend, you have that special happiness, you feel happy, you feel joy, warmth, a sense of being safe that comes from knowing that somebody totally gets you, right? So if you're convinced that that time with your friends is as important as food or air, you're absolutely right. So scientists have discovered that friendships make you stronger, healthier, and happier. Crazy, right? You wouldn't think that, being friends with someone will have all these other things that come along with it. And it turns out that friendships are pretty much the best place for testing and nurturing your confidence skills. So as you can see on page 133, there are some friendship facts. We are going to go over those friendship facts. So the first one says friendship lowers your chance of heart disease and helps you live longer. Crazy, right? When you're around your friends, you pump out oxytocin, a feel-good hormone that helps you stay calm and happy. If you put a girl in a room and ask her to do something she hates, like public speaking or touching a spider, she'll be less stressed if she's got one of her friends there. Girls who have even one good friend don't produce as much of a stress hormone. Also, researchers all show that a friend's behavior is contagious. One person's good habits tend to infect her friends and her bad habits as well. Have you ever heard that your parents or your teachers or someone else say, "Wow, you're acting like your friend"? Now you know why. Girls' brains are weird to value their friends' approval, so caring about what other people think is normal, right? So there's a lot of things that we didn't know about friendships, right? Let's go ahead and move on to the next page, which is page 134. So now let's move on to noticing who our true friends are, right? How can we notice that? It might be kind of hard, right? So the first step is building up your confidence in order for you to know who your true friends are, right? So now I want you to answer these questions. Does your BFF have your back, or is she really at your throat? So I want you to go ahead and think about this. Is your friend always there for you, or are they always saying mean things to you? Surrounding yourself with people that make you feel good and loved is one way to keep that confidence stockpile growing, right? So let's take a look at how Alex and Kayla treat each other when Kayla needs support for her basketball tryouts, right? Now that's a good friendship. Alex was there for Kayla, was hearing her out and letting her know, I'm here for you with whatever you need. So how could you define friendship? Some girls talked to us and told us this. They said that a good friendship is when you have someone fun to hang with. They want you to be happy. They care about what you care about. They accept you for being yourself. They are sorry when they hurt your feelings. They are happy for you when you win. They don't put pressure on you for anything. They don't keep your secrets. They stick up to you and they listen and understand you, right? So I think that's really important in a friendship, because if your friend does the opposite, do you really want to be friends with them? If they don't listen to you, they don't really care about you, they don't stick up for you, then what's the point of being friends with someone that's mean to you, right? Or that makes you feel bad? So on the other hand, the book also gives us some examples. If we move on, it's page 135 and it moves on to page 136. There are people that say that your friends can make you feel bad, and these are some examples, right? They're mean to you. They gossip about your secrets, which is totally not okay. They don't care about what you think. They don't listen to you. They tell lies about you to other people. They stop you from having other friends. They push you to do things that you don't want to do. They make fun of you in front of other people, and they are competitive with you, right? So if you have friends that treat you these ways, maybe they aren't your friends, right? We have to think about it and take into consideration that we value so much, and if somebody treats us that way, then we shouldn't have friends like that, right? So now when we turn to page 136, it is quiz time. So I want you guys to go ahead and do 1 through 3. Do not look on the answers on the next page. Do 1 through 3 and write down in your journals, put TF if you feel that that would be a true friend, or TI if you think that would be a total imposter. So I want you guys to go ahead and do that for a few minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about these answers. For question 1, this one is a tricky one, right? So the answer would be TF. So if she is genuinely asking for your help in making a decision, then it's fine for you to be gently honest. But if she's really excited about them, then it's your job to be supportive, right? To be a supportive friend. That one was a tricky one. Even I was like, what's the answer? So for number 2, the number 2 would be TI. A true friend will not want to hurt your feelings, so bragging is a wrong thing to do, right? So now to the last one, which is 3, which would be TF. So it is unfair to take turns. You are someone who supports. It is fair to take turns. You are someone who supports your friend's interests, right? Which is really important in a friendship. So good job, girls. Now we're going to move on to page 138. Now it's your turn. What is your definition of a friend? So I want you to go ahead and write this down in your journal and fill in the next 2 questions. It said, what is your definition of a friend? And then it says, a true friend, blank, and the total imposter is blank. I want you guys to fill those out and let me know what you answered, okay? We are moving on to the bottom where it says page 138, friendship basics. So what is important about a friendship? Communication, right? Communication is really important when it comes to a friendship. When we talk about communication, we don't mean about texting or telling each other, oh my god, did you see this movie? Did you see what they posted on social media? When we talk about communication, we mean telling each other how we really feel about stuff. Telling each other, I feel like you did this, and that, and it made me feel this way, right? Have you ever heard about iMessages? And I don't mean about texting or your eyes, right? iMessages are messages saying about how we feel, right? If you approach a situation saying, I feel blank, the other person tends to feel less attacked and takes the situation better, right? So recognizing how you feel is the first important step in communication, right? Not making any assumptions is the second step. The third step is starting with I. Remember, using our I messages. 4, owning your role and what happened and what you did wrong. And 5, coming up with a resolution, right? Sometimes problems have resolutions, and most of the time they do, right? Coming to an agreement and coming to an agreement and saying, well, I feel like you were really mean to me when we were eating breakfast, right? Saying I feel is really important. Not accusing the other person of, oh, well, you did this, you did that, and I don't want to talk to you anymore, right? Or saying, I hate you, right? That is not okay, right? We should use our I messages and say, I feel like this is what you did wrong, and we should address this issue by talking it out, right? Never making assumptions, never saying, well, she did this because she doesn't like me, right? So communication is very important when it comes to a friendship, and you really have to take that into consideration. So now we are moving on to page 153. So on page 153 we have bullies. Who likes bullies? No one, right? So we all know that bullies can be aggressive, taunting, name calling, and triggering people who seem to thrive on making other people miserable, right? How terrible. So what makes a bully? Here are some things that some girls told us. Some bullies tell lies. They join in the laughter at someone. They're joining in the laughter at someone else, they make people feel bad. Faking niceness or compliments to be mean. and picking on people who are different, right? So, what are some good comebacks that you could use on a bully? They could be saying, I can't believe you said that. You could say, interesting, not. You can say, leave her alone or leave them alone. Saying, it's not funny unless everyone is laughing. And saying, I don't think you meant that, right? Speaking up to a bully is very important, especially when they're bullying one of your friends, right? Because being bullied is not okay. And again, I want you guys to write this down in your journals. Why do you think bullies sometimes bully? Maybe because you're having some problems at home, or because you've been bullied before, maybe because they don't have enough friends. So I want you guys to write that down in your journal and let me know what you think. Why do bullies bully? So we are moving on to page 160. So, Girls of Action, I want you guys to go ahead and read this story and let me know what you think, okay? I want you guys to read the Girls of Action and let me know what you think and if you find this story interesting by practicing what we've learned today. That's all I have for you girls today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you understand that communication in a friendship is very, very important. Next week we'll be looking at chapter 7. If you want to go ahead and just take a peek and look at it, we're going to be talking about a confident girl's guide to navigating screens, social media. So I want you guys to go ahead and write that down. And if you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to ask me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, girls. See you guys next week. Bye.